In Middle-earth we have Sauron and Morgoth, but at least it's less corruption than here. Oh! I see that you've returned.
Hey Gandalf, it's good to see you again. I just wanted to say thank you for that recommendation. I put so much time into the game and I love it. I even put 70 hours into it and I made a video on it.
A video? What's a video?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. You don't have video in Middle-earth. Regardless, I just reached level 62 and I entered Mirkwood for the first time. It was really cool being able to go through the woods and being able to fight some orcs. But some people in my comments section of the last video said that it gets a little bit grindy at the high levels in like 130 and 140. Is there anything that you can show me that would keep my interest in the game?
Oh, I have a few more things that I can show you.
What's going on, everyone? It's good to see you again. I didn't expect to make another video like this, but I felt like I just had to. This is part 2 of the True King of MMOs. If you haven't watched the first part, I really suggest that you do, and I will leave a link to it either on the screen or in the description box below. But now to get on topic. When I made my first video reviewing Lord of the Rings Online, I only had 69 hours in the game so far. I am now sitting at over a whopping 160 hours of playtime, more than double the time I had originally. Not to mention I only started playing the game a little over 3 weeks ago, so yeah, I've spent quite a lot of time playing this recently. In those extra hours since I made the video, I've learned quite a few more things that really sell the game to me, and I just felt like I had to share them with you because they weren't in the first part. But I hope you all are excited for the second part of my Lord of the Rings Online review. So you all must be wondering, what could he have possibly forgotten in the first video? What else could draw his attention so much they had to make a second one? Well, let me show you this. I'd like to introduce you guys into housing in Lord of the Rings Online. This is one of my favorite sub-mechanics in the game, and has taken up so much of my time going throughout dungeons and raids trying to get boss items so that I can decorate my house and make it look cooler. In your journeys through Middle-earth, you'll oftentimes be fishing or going through dungeons and instances, and many times these will give trophies, which you can then take to a taxidermist in Bree to be able to mount and put in your home. These trophies are oftentimes beautiful, but sometimes they are also interactive. For example, I got Naruhel's dress, which is one of my favorite decorations, from Garth Agarwin in The Fortress. Turns out that Naruhel is Goldberry's corrupted sister, and Goldberry is the wife of Tom Bombadil, which you would know if you read the books. I also got a cool item called the Ominous Pool from fighting the Watcher, and when interacted with, it will allow me to spawn a tiny Watcher which picks me up. Another example of an interactable object that you can just buy from a vendor is these braziers, which take a very long time to light. It's also important to note that your housing also crosses your alt, so there is actually a bank inside your house, so if you store anything in it, your alt characters can be able to grab stuff out of it. Also, for Lotro points, you're able to buy craft stations to place in your house, so if you ever need to craft anything, all you have to do is teleport home. Being able to teleport home after a long chain of quests is just really relaxing because you get to see all the trophies that you've done so far, and just be able to relax in the ambiance of your own music that you can set in your home. There's only one blasphemy that Standing Stone Games has committed. How have you not added this soundtrack to the housing list? It's the best soundtrack in the game! Other than me wanting to listen to that soundtrack for hours, the housing system is perfect. Oh, don't mind me. I am just a humble Narmaleth enjoyer. This single portrait of this elven beauty took me over 60 hours to get. It only took me about 200 quests to get and doing 15 books worth of epic quests. Narmaleth did nothing wrong. She had no cause in her father's death, and if you guys think differently, I swear to Morgoth I will destroy you in PvMP! Whoa. What was that? Anyways, another cool thing about the housing is the fact that you can also go to other people's houses and kin houses if they allow you to and be able to use some of their items. This is especially helpful if you have a rich neighbor and you don't want to spend premium currency, but they do. In every neighborhood in the game, there is a town center, and in the town center, some very useful things. You have a vault keeper to be able to get access to your bank, you have a stable master to reach different areas in the game, and you even have a housing vendor which will sell you furniture. Thus, in the end, your home can be as decked out as you like, or if you feel like mooching, you are able to access some of the most important services in the game and are able to make your life a lot easier in the long run. Not to mention, buying a house gives you a free teleport to it, so depending on your housing neighborhood, you are able to get a free fast travel point to some important areas in the game. All of these factors add up to making housing one of my favorite parts of this game. I had talked slightly in the last video about quests and their importance and virtues, but I just want to talk about the quests themselves now. The writing in this game is superb, and no matter where you go, you can always find an interesting story. For example, I was in Mirkwood staying at the Haunted Inn. Next to the Haunted Inn was the town of Otterheim, which was populated by woodsmen and burnt down 600 years prior. The residents became haunted spirits and now stick around in town. As you go through the questline, it's revealed that the townsfolk allied with the necromancer, but should not have been turned into ghosts because that only happens from betrayal. Turns out 4 of the townsfolk didn't like the fact of allying with the necromancer and tried to burn down the town's shrine to him. The rest of the townsfolk decided to murk them and hide the evidence, and that's how the town became haunted. Another cool questline that I had stumbled upon was one relating to Gollum. I was investigating the area surrounding a fort for signs of the enemy, and actually stumbled upon some strange tracks. Turns out they were Gollum's as he was tracking the Fellowship through Mirkwood. This takes us on a long quest chain to find him before the forces of Dol Guldur does, so he won't be able to tell the enemy about the Fellowship and the secret of the One Ring if he is captured. We actually managed to track Gollum down to a cave and save him from orcs who are trying to capture him before he runs away from me. In the end, I wasn't able to capture him, but was at least able to prevent the forces from Dol Guldur from getting him. According to the quest, this should put him on high alert, and we don't have to worry anymore since he won't be captured by the enemy again. Do I really want a DMCA? But I am being 100% serious in saying that on the last post of the video, the end was supposed to have me playing Cruel Angel's Thesis on a lute, and I got a notice from copyright before I even posted the video, so I had to take that part out. The music system in Lord of the Rings Online is pretty cool though. What you can do is you can go into your Documents folder, into your Lord of the Rings Online folder, go into the music folder, and then you can put ABC files in there to play music in-game. If you don't have ABC files and you want to learn how to do this, Bards of a Feather has a great website to be able to tell you how to set up your Lord of the Rings Online music playing, and they also have downloads for ABC files. I really hope I don't get a copyright notice from playing this right now. I just wanted to show you guys what it was like. I'm playing a lute right now, and I'm playing Tom Bombadil's theme, which is from the game. Hopefully that will prevent me from getting a copyright notice because I'm playing game music for entertainment, but I just want you guys to give it a listen. You can basically play whatever music you want in the game as long as you can find a MIDI file of it. You can use a MIDI to ABC converter to convert the MIDI file into an ABC file, and then you just put it into the music folder and then you're able to play it. However, note some instruments won't play it as well as others because it needs to be able to read the notes and play it off on your keyboard technically. It's very similar to Bard Music Player in that fact in Final Fantasy XIV, but this is actually built into the game. I just love being able to go around Middle Earth and walk up on a stage maybe in Bree or at the Fall Harvest right now, being able just to play Billie Jean or something like that for fun. And that's everything I wanted to talk to you all about in this video. I know it doesn't seem like much seeing as I put in double the time in now, but it's these little things in the game that I really do enjoy. The atmosphere of the game, the ambiance, the music, and the ability to make this journey your own is what really makes me love this game with all my heart. You can really invest in your character and the story and feel like you're part of Tolkien's world, not just passing through it. It's a hard thing to be able to get that to come across in a video game. To be totally honest, I'm glad Amazon's Lord of the Rings MMO got cancelled, because I can guarantee you this. It wouldn't have as much love as was put into this game. This game is a passion project for those at Standing Stone Games, and even though we have some technical issues such as bad lag every now and then, I can tell you they truly do care about this game and the legacy of Dr. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Hopefully by watching these pair of videos, it'll spark a renewed interest in people watching, and we can get a massive influx of more players joining the game. Not to mention the fact that the Rings of Power finale was today, and people may become more interested in this world. I hope the employees at Standing Stone Games also see this video so they know how much I appreciate them for keeping this game alive, and hopefully in the future I could possibly do collaborations with them. But this is the end of the video, and I have a few more things I do want to talk about, I'm planning to try to stream more on Twitch playing Lord of the Rings Online. My Twitch handle is linked on my YouTube banner. It should be at the bottom right of my banner if you guys go to my homepage. As well, I will be posting more Lord of the Rings Online content to my YouTube channel. I'm also planning to set up a Discord for the channel, and I will be posting a link to it in the description. On the Discord, I will be posting when I do dungeons and group content, as well as hopping on Twitch when I figure out how to set that up. I still don't know. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon with more Lord of the Rings Online content.